Yes. Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yes, yes, both are good.
So yesterday we had a demo session, right? I was just briefing you about Python. Just for 5 minutes, I'll discuss what we have discussed yesterday. So starting with Python, it's a general purpose programming. I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming. So any kind of applications, it's not like it's not for purpose to base. It's not for a particular purpose. Any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. Multi-programming features. It has got multiple programming features. What all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we are going to see in Python. It's a high-level language, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Interpreted language, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements, right? So yesterday I was just briefing you about these things, right? Two types of languages, low level and high level, right? Low level languages like assembly level languages, they are not human understandable. They are not portable, machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system, but high level languages like Python, they are human understandable. Looks like normal English statements. Portable. They can be carried from one system to other. Machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Python has got procedural oriented programming like C language. Python has got object-oriented programming features like C++, Java. It has got scripting features like shell script. It has got modular programming features like Modular 3. Because of this multiple programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language. Like C language, we can develop applications like C++, Java. Like Modular 3, we can develop different varieties of applications. So it doesn't mean that you need to have this knowledge about all this, but as part of our course, we'll be discussing procedural oriented with Python, object oriented with Python, scripting and modular programming with Python. So because of this modular programming, because of these modules, thousands of modules, 89,300 modules, Python has got a great boom today. It's providing modules for each and every environment. Whatever environment you are from, Python has got modules. Example, for data science environment, separate modules Python is providing. For big data environment, separate modules Python provides. For networking, right? Separate modules for testing, for an operating system, for databases. For each and every database, it provides a module using which Python can easily connect with any database. It can easily connect with any database. It's very simple connecting with any database in Python, right? It's not as complex as other programming. So in other programming, right? Okay. Even working with any kind of file formats and working with any kind of file formats like Excel files, CSV files, JSON files, XML files, PDF files, any kind of files, right? So we have got separate modules Python has got. Just by writing Python code, just by writing. Just by writing Python code, we can create an Excel workbook, Excel file. Just by writing the Python code and executing the Python code, right? Excel workbook or Excel file can be created. CSV files, JSON files, XML files, PDF files, any kind of files can be created. And for mathematical operations, the name of the model itself is math. And for statistical operations and for generating graphs, any kind of graphs we can generate by using Python. Normal graphs, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, pie graph, any types of graphs. Today in today's session, I'll be discussing. I'll just show you some sample coding, some sample snippets of Python, even for generating graphs. How simple the coding of Python. Without any knowledge, with zero programming knowledge, you can easily understand this Python statements. In this way, just I've given some of these examples, but in this way, thousands of modules Python is providing, right, for different environments. 89,300 inbuilt modules. And Python real-time applications. Python real-time applications, right? Yes. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used in creation of web applications. Means Python mostly used in creation of web applications today, right? Because of a framework, Python has got a framework called Django framework. Using this Django framework at a rapid speed, you can develop web application. That too with very less code, not even 1/4 coding as compared with any other programming language. In today's session, I'll be briefing you coding wise how the Python statements look, how the importance of models in Python. And because of this framework, Django framework has got many flexible features. Most of the code is generated automatically. It has got its own database like SQLite, has got its own application server. And even for automation applications using technologies like IoT, data science, and DevOps environment, right? The implementation goes by using Python language. Even for big data environment like Hadoop and Spark, especially Spark, very high speed processing technology, which is going to process huge data in quick time. Implemented using Python, we got PySpark. PySpark is the Python API to use Spark. People from data science environment, people from data engineering or data analyst, right? They need to have the knowledge on this Python, right? Where it has providing many modules. For scientific applications, CP is a module, scientific Python. For numerical analysis, NumPy is the module. For graphical user interface for animations, PyQt. For game development, right? Separate framework Python is providing, right? Like Pygame, another framework like PyCora, and some 3D rendering libraries like PySoy. For scheduling, Python is providing Airflow for it, and for testing or test cases. And for software development, Python is used, and even for business applications, Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce websites. For database applications, Python can connect with any database. For networking applications, not only a separate framework itself is provided by Python, like Twisted Python is a framework of Python for network applications or for network programming. Audio and video applications, we have got many audio and video applications getting developed using Python. Examples of some like Tim Player is one, Tim Player, C Play. So in this way, many audio video applications are getting developed. As part of this full stack course, right, I'll be discussing some examples related to this audio and video applications creations. Web scraping data, harvesting data, right, extracting data from different websites. We have got separate modules like BS4 module, Beautiful Soup, URL lib module, right? And for CAD, for 3D CAD applications, for embedded applications, the most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation, right? And robotics with Python has got great demand, and data analysis. And for desktop applications, right? For desktop applications, For single user console applications, Python is one of the best choice. Right? And who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Google is one of the best example of Python web application. The Google web crawling is first written in Python, first written in Java actually. It was too difficult, it was written in Python. Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python and ML. Instagram, right? The prime reason for Instagram to choose Python, the Python practicality and its hybrid features. Even NASA using Python for its research and development activities. As because of this Python multi-programming features and some applications like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, they're using Python. They're built using Python. Netflix, the popular OTT platform, using Python for its security automation and for subscription-related things, right? MMOG, massively multiplayer online games, using Python. Maya, a powerful 3D animation, which uses Python scripting. BitTorrent using Python. iRobot for military and commercial applications. And for hardware testing, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they are using Python for hardware testing purpose. In this way, many applications, most of the applications using Python today. And if you see reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom? Reasons which makes it super popular. First thing is most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. They are migrating towards Python because of its very less coding, not even 1/4 coding. In today's session, I'll be briefing you about this coding wise comparison between the other programmings with Python. Simple syntaxes which looks like a normal English statements, not as complex as other programming. It has got multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other programmings, all the features we see in Python. Interactive mode given by Python means just like how you message and how you get response from your friends. In the same way, you can message Python. It is going to provide response for each and every statement. Means you can interact with Python statement by statement. That is what we call interpretation, right? Wide varieties of applications. Just now I briefed you about all that applications, right? Widely used for different applications creations. Many built-in libraries given by Python, 89,300 inbuilt modules for different environments Python is providing, right? So these are the reasons which makes Python super popular. We won't see this interactive mode in any other programming language, and different varieties of applications and thousands of modules also you won't see in other programming language. So people who are from non-programming or zero programming and others also, right? Just observe this. I'm going to compare Python with other programming language by taking a task and implementing the task and writing the code in different languages. You can check it. Coding wise, you can check. Length wise, you can check. Complexity wise, you can check how simple the Python statements as compared with other programming, right? Check it, right? Python comparison with other programming. Python comparison with other programming, right? So I'm writing a task. The task, right? Just accepting two values from the user keyboard, accepting two values from the user keyboard, and performing addition and performing, okay, accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations, Python and Java. First, I write the code using Java. Later, you can compare with Python and check that. So if you have got knowledge on Java, you can just go to the following code for writing this import java.io.star, right? So just every statement ends with semicolon in Java, class sample, right? Public static void main, whatever you want to write, everything within the class public static void main, right? string ox, throws IO exception, right. Input stream reader, right? ISR equal to new input stream reader, new input stream reader of system.in. Every statement ends with semicolon, buffered reader BR equal to new buffered reader. Buffer reader BR equal to new buffer reader of ISR. System.out.println, right, enter the first number. Enter the first number. Whatever number you are entering, right, enter the first number, right. Whatever number you are entering, right, yes. String S1, br.readline. Converting this to integer, int I equal to integer dot parse int of S1, right, yes. Enter the first number, string S1, okay. I'm copying this 3 lines for the second number, right? Enter the system.out.println, enter the second number. Yes. String S2 br.readline integer dot parse int of S2, right? Finally saying, right, system.out.println. Finally saying I plus J. Close this, close this. So just this is the coding in Java. So just I'll take a minute in showing the execution in both the Java and Python. I'll copy this to a separate notepad file later. I'll copy this to a separate notepad. I'll just paste it here, right. I'll save it. The C drive, I'm just going to create a separate folder for this batch, Python 10 p.m. batch. Python 10 p.m. batch. What is that sample? Any name with .py extension, sorry. Sample.java. I need to save with the using class name only. I need to save sample.java, right. Now at the bottom in the search panel, I'll type CMD and go to the command prompt and just say cd slash and come out of this existing path. Coming out this cd like yes. Java C sample.java. Okay. So some error is what? The error is System.in, S should be in uppercase. Okay, once again, you try to execute. If you got any error, it will display the errors if there are no errors. String, here also S capital. Here also S capital. So string, wherever you see string, S capital. Yes, string S capital in uppercase. Just okay, buffered reader, we are equal to new buffered reader of IST. Cannot find the symbol. Just a second, right. Buffered reader, 3Fs you got. That's the 3Fs you got. Up, say Java C sample.java. Now say Java sample. Enter the first number 10. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20, right? Sum is what? 30. This what the coding in Java. I don't know like how many of you understood this code, right? It looks a little complex to understand this code, right? So what is class? What is public static void main? What is IO exception? What is input stream reader? What is buffer reader? What is system.out.println? What is br.read line? All these statements looks little complex to understand this, right? Yes. And that too, you can see the code like 10 to 12 lines of code, right? Yes. These things I'm going to write, this entire code I'm going to write in Python, not more than 3 lines. For the same task, right? I'm going to write the Python code, not more than 3 lines. Check with this. This is the Python shell. Just you can observe people who are from non-programming background, right? They look like normal English statements, I said. You want two numbers, X and Y, right? And we want to perform addition of these two numbers. Just through input function, enter the value of X. Say enter value of X. Enter value of X. Input, enter value of Y. Enter value of X, enter value of Y. Print X plus Y. That's it. This is the coding in Python. They look like normal English statements. Enter value of X, enter value of Y. Print X plus Y. Int of input, enter value of X. Int of input, enter value of Y. So within the C drive, I created a folder like Python 10 PM batch, right? So here I'm saving like any name with .py extension test1.py. Now just execute it, run module. Enter value of X10, enter value of Y20, sum is 30. That's it. Very simple code, right? As compared with other Java codings, right? Not even 1/4 coding, very simple statements, looks like normal English statements. File, new file. One more example, right? Just I'm taking some list of values like 30, 10, 30, 10, 50. Some values, random values, 5 values, right? Len of X is 5, number of elements, right? 5. I want to find the max element, right? Like other programming, no need to write any code. Just we have got functions like max of X returns 50. If I want to find the min element, no need to write any code in Python. Directly say min of X, it returns the min. print. I want the sum of all these elements, 30 plus 10 plus 50 plus 40 plus 20. Just to say sum of x, it returns the sum of all the elements. If you got 5 elements or 500 elements, it is going to return the sum of all those, right? Yes. Check with this run module, right? Len of x is 5. Max element from this is 50. Min element is 10. Sum of all these elements is 150, right? Very simple code in Python. As compared with other languages, if you got some values, the max of x 50, min of x is 10. Sum of all these values, right? Sum of. If I want to arrange all this in ascending order, in Python, again, we have got some built-in function. So not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programmings like C or Java. Sorted of x arranges the elements in ascending orders. Run module. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 in ascending order, right? Yes. If you want in descending order, right? Same thing, right? Print sorted of x in ascending order you get. If you reverse it, you will get in descending order. Reverse equal to true, you should say that. Sorted of x in ascending, sorted of x reverse equal to true means in descending order, right? Yes. Run module. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, right? Yes. If I want to add a new element to this, to which list x is the list. I want to append which element? I want to append a new element 60. That's it. A new element gets added at the end, right? Check it. A new element 60 got appended. Control S I'm saying. A new element 60 gets appended. You see a new element 60 got added. I want to remove an element. X is the list. I want to remove an element. Which element you want to remove? 40. That's it. 40 gets removed, right? 40 gets removed. Can you check here? 40 has got removed. All right. In this way, very simple. Do you see any complex word here? The same way, if you want to see, Python is providing thousands of modules. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing, right? For different environments, for electronics, for civil, for computers, right? For example, one module, commonly used module, just check with it, we need to import. If you want to use any module, first import it. The name of the module is math. I want to see what is present within this module. I want to see the directory of this module. dir of math. Dir of math displays all the properties of the math module. Check it. Okay. It provides the properties of this math module, right? So pi, a variable like e, variable like tau, sine, square root, tan h, all this, right? Yes. So if I want to print the value of pi or value of e, print within the math module, you want to print the value of pi. Within the math module, I want to print the value of e. Math.py, math.e. Check it now. Run module. Pi value is what? 3.14. E value is what? 2.71. Printing the value of pi, printing the value of e here. Right. Don't know how to work with any functionality, like for example, you have got square root here. You don't know how to use it. Python is going to provide help. There is a help function in Python, just like print function. There is a help function to help you with the syntax. Just like print function, help on what? Help on within the math module, there is sqrt functionality. I want help on it. Say run module, right? Yes. Help on built-in function square root, the module math. Square root expecting one value x, you are supposed to provide one value x. It returns the square root of the x. Just you need to provide one value, right? Within the math dot sqrt of 16. I am provided one value 16. It returns the square root of 16. Run module, right? Square root of 16 is 4. In this way, any other property like POW is there. You don't know how to use it, how to work with it. Just say help. In this way, for any module, you can get help. Math dot POW, right? Help I want. Now check it, how many values we need to provide for that and what it is going to return. So help on built-in function power in the module math. Is expecting two values x comma y, it returns x to the power of y. X to the power of y, right? It is going to provide x to the power of y. This is the power symbol in Python, double star. Single star means multiplication, double star means power. X to the power of y. Now you got the syntax. Now you can say print math dot POW, right? Of 10 comma 3, 10 comma 3, right? 10 to the power of 3, that is what? 1000. In this way, you can work with any module. You can see the directory. You can get help on it. Thousands of modules Python is providing. Domain specific modules, you can explore it. Same way, generating graphs. I'll show you one or two couple of examples on this, how to generate graphs in Python. How simple generating graphs in Python, not as complex as other programmings. Without zero programming, right? Without any knowledge on Python, you can understand this generating graphs in Python. For that, we have got a separate module Python has got matplotlib for plottings and visualizations. We have got matplotlib module, matplotlib dot pyplot. Matplotlib is the, within that we have got a built-in property pyplot, matplotlib.pyplot as alias name. See, in the previous example, if you see math, I said. But here, instead of saying math in each and every line, the module name in each and every line, right? So just I'm providing math alias name as P or PLT, alias name or shortcut name, right? So to plot a graph to PLT dot plot function is available to plot a graph, right? For plotting a graph, two things required, x coordinates and y coordinates. I'm taking some random values as x coordinates and y coordinates 5, 7, 4, right? As y coordinate values. PLT dot show. Okay, fine. Run module. A graph is going to be generated here. Can you check this graph, right? Yes. See this is the graph. See that x coordinate value 1, y value is 5. For 2, what is the y value? 7. For 3, what is the y value? 4. Okay, fine. Very simple code, right? Do you see any complex statements here? Just x coordinates and y coordinates you have provided. Plot a graph based on this and show it. For example, if we take any task, age values, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, age values are given. The salaries or income values are given like this. 30,000, 40,000, 35,000 and 50,000. So in this way, the salary values are provided. Just a graph, plot a graph for this, right? Plot a graph for this. You are going to get a graph for this in this way. For 30,000. for 40, 40,000, for 50, 35, for 60, 50,000. You can see the graph in blue color, the two solid graph, but I doesn't want solid graph. I want a dotted graph. I doesn't want a blue color. I want in different color like green color. I want some label here for this ages and for this income or salary, right? I want some title for this. So very simple for all this, right? Generating graphs. If you want dotted graph at the end of this, just give comma and say hyphen hyphen. Just say hyphen hyphen. You will get dotted graph. And if you want to color, whichever color you want, specify. I want a green color, right? Check it. That's it. You will get in green. And you want some labels for x coordinates and y coordinates. PLT dot x label, x axis label. What is x axis label? Age. And PLT dot y label, PLT dot y axis label, right? Yes. Income. PLT dot title. Sample graph. Okay. You can see X label means X axis label, name is age. Y axis label, income. Title for that is sample graph. Show it. So do you see any complex word or statement in this? X axis label, Y axis label, title, and plotting the graph based on X and Y coordinates, color green, dotted graph. You can see a dotted graph here. Color green. You can see color green, a dotted graph. We can see X label, Y label, title for it. Very simple. You won't see any complex word or statement here, like other programmings. One more small example, one last example I'll show you right before I wind up. File, new file. So instead of plot here, if I say BAR, bar graph will be generated. If I say HIST here, histogram will be generated. If I say PIE, pie graph will be generated. If I say scatter here, scatter plot will be generated, right? Yes. Now check it here, right? Yes. Just I want to generate a pie graph. See, I want to check how are the sales of mobiles. How are the sales of a particular product like mobiles. So I'm taking some mobiles. So just observe this Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus. So just I have taken some mobiles. The sales are like August sales. August sales are like this. I want to just analyze, right? I want a pie graph to be generated for Samsung 45, for Vivo 10, for Oppo 15, and for OnePlus 30. Okay. Now generate a pie graph, a PIE pie graph, right? Based on August sales. Based on August sales, right? I want to generate that. And labels in the output, I want labels. Labels nothing but mobiles, right? Yes. PLT dot show, right? PLT dot show, right? Yes, this is the output. One second. Here we have small PLT dot show, right? Not now. Can you see a pie graph is going to be generated in with different colors with different labels? So here you can check with this. Blue color is for Samsung, red is for OnePlus, green is for Oppo, and this is for Vivo, right? In this way, any types of graphs we can generate modules, thousands of models we can explore it. This is the course content I'm going to discuss as part of this course, right? One second from this. Check with Python basics, Python operations, operators in Python, different IDs of Python. I'll be discussing multiple IDs, flow control statements, looping statements, strings, collections in Python, Python lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, different categories, types of functions, modules in Python. packages in Python, errors and exception handling in Python, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions, database connectivity, database access, Python data and time, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closure, decorator, web scraping, GUI programming, Excel workbook, installing and working with Excel, creating Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python, Pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, and Matplotlib model in brief, right? These 30 topics I'm going to discuss in brief. From the ground level to the advanced level, it's a 70 hours course. It's not like 45 hours course. We're discussing all this, right? You can just compare it with other training sites. We'll be discussing, you can see the syllabus will be in brief. And people who wants to go for full stack, Python full stack, apart from this Python core and advanced, still you want a framework of Python, Django, right? What is web framework, the Django installation, project architecture, application creations, views, templates, Django admin models, right? These are the things. Apart from that, UI technologies, you'll be given knowledge on this UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and MySQL database. Apart from this, one more framework like Flask framework also I'm going to discuss. Check with this. So observe this Python core in advanced 70 hours, 6,000 is the course fee. UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Django framework, 15 applications creations, Flask framework, MySQL project. Topics from 2 to 6, 70 hours, 7,000 is the course fee. Python for 70 hours, framework for 70 hours, 140 hours. So 6K and 7K, 13K. But if you're taking single, if you're taking like a package, you like 12K. If you're taking separately, right. Timings of this batch, right? For the first 1 week to 10 days, it will be at 10 p.m. Later, it will be at 9 p.m. It starts. So you'll be getting each and every session video, soft copy of the class notes, WhatsApp group, and assignments and tasks to work with, and 300 plus code examples and interview questions. There's also a package, right? Big data package, like which I am going to cover: Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. Python core and advanced is included in this package. You can attend any of my batch, the current batch, what you are attending, or any other. And this Hadoop, PySpark, and Linux 12 weekends will be only on Saturdays and Sundays evenings, right? 15,000 is the course fee. Right? Any queries you have got apart from this, anyone?
Sir, for this Hadoop and PySpark, right? Do we need to have the Python the knowledge?
Yes, PySpark means Spark with Python implementation. Total coding would be Python.
Okay. So once we complete this Python core plus advanced,
So
then only we can.
by the time Hadoop is running, right, you'll be updating with Python core and advanced. By the time Hadoop takes nearly 1 month or more than that, by the time you come to PySpark, your Python core will be complete. Can go
Okay.
parallelly also. Right?
So this whatever basic is there, that doesn't include the Django framework and all, right?
Here, this one, it won't include the Django framework, the Flask framework. If you want both a big data package and Python package, it's 20,000 is the fee for that.
Okay. Okay.
And even the frameworks
Okay.
of Python also will be covered. Okay, fine. Any
Yeah.
other
Thank
queries?
you, sir.
Tomorrow also everyone can attend the session same time using the same link to see more discussion. From tomorrow, we are going to start with the technicals of Python, installation, execution modes, versions, these things, right? Yes.
And whatever this course, this one video is there, right, sir? Stored video where we have access, that is only that is valid for 6 months. That too from the first day to the 6 month, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Not after, not after completion of the course.
No,
It
no,
is just along with the course only 60 days, correct?
6 months.
Sorry, 6 months. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So if there are no other queries, I'll sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time, using the same link. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow also people can attend the session. Later the link will be changing, right?
Okay, sir.
So, okay, fine. Meet you tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.